Today's video, 10 ways you can support a friend or loved one with their depression. Hi, I'm Steve, your agony uncle, and I set this channel up to offer you top tips and tricks and ways to help with your mental health and your everyday life, to offer you the benefit of my life experience and just offer you some help wherever I can. So please remember, drop some comments down below, any subjects you'd like me to cover, any problems that you think I could perhaps offer you a different point of view. But let's get on with today's video. 10 ways you can support a friend or loved one with their depression. Tip number 1, and to me the very most important one, is, as I always say, if you don't take some time to look after yourself, you can't help anybody else, you can't support anybody else. So if you have a friend or loved one with depression, it may be an advantage if you too have been through something similar, because it makes it easier to relate. But remember, you're also very vulnerable. Sometimes offering people that support can take its toll on you. Tip number 2, listen. Listen to your friend, listen to your loved one. Give them every opportunity to talk, but also don't pressure them into talking. Do not ever judge them. Do not ever say you understand if you don't. Don't ask them why they're depressed. Don't ask them what brought it about. Don't ask them how it started. Because, you know, as somebody who's suffered from depression for a very long time, I can wake up in the morning and I have absolutely no idea why I'm having a bad day. I have no idea why I'm down. I have so much to be grateful for. I have so much to be thankful for, but I can still wake up depressed, and I could spend 1 day, 2 days, or even a couple of weeks being depressed. Tip number 3, remind them constantly that they're very important to you. Remind them that you love them, that you care about them, you're concerned about them, that they really are important in your life, and you're going to stand by them. Because one thing depressed people feel is the world's carrying on without them. They feel isolated, they feel alone. And if you do nothing more than stand by their side and say, okay, I'm here for you no matter what you're going through, I'm here for you, and I will do my utmost to be here for you 24 hours a day. Let them know they're not alone. Tip number 4, remind them that it's okay to feel like this. Remind them that 1 in 5 women and 1 in 8 men in the UK go through some sort of depression at some stage in their life. Remind them they're not unique. Remind them that it's okay. They shouldn't be ashamed, and perhaps they shouldn't try understanding it themselves. They should just accept that's the way they're feeling, and again, give them the opportunity to talk about it, but don't pressure them to talk about it. Tip number 5, ask. Ask, how can I support you? What can I do for you? Don't assume that you're going to have the answers. Don't assume that you know what to do. Ask and wait for the answer. They may not have an answer for you. It may take them a few days or a few weeks to come up with ways that you can support them. But don't assume you know what to do. Give them every opportunity to tell you how you can support them, and if possible, be there and do as they ask. Tip number 6, think of some physical ways that you can help them. Ask them, would you mind coming for a walk with me? Get them out in the sunshine. Vitamin D that we get from the sun is a great help. It lifts people's moods, and I know in Scotland that people suffer from vitamin D deficiency because we don't see enough of the sun, and it definitely helps with your mental health and with your mood. So just say to them, make them feel like they're doing you a favour. Oh, I need to run to the shop. Would you mind coming with me? Would you mind carrying my shopping for me? It gets them out of the house. Physically support them. Can I do some groceries for you? Can I run an errand for you? Shall we do the housework together? Shall we do the dishes? In a way, it encourages them to look after themselves, to wash and change and shower and do their laundry and do their dishes. Tip number 7, check in on them often. Give them a text message, give them a wee phone, knock on the door, wave through the window, whatever it takes, but check in on them often. As I said earlier in this, they can feel alone. just by seeing your face, just by you raising a hand and giving them a wave, just by a text message, say, I'm thinking of you, remind them that they're important to you, check in on them often. That could be 6 times a day. Just 2 words, are you okay? You don't have to receive a reply, but it just lets them know that they are important to you and that you are thinking about them. Tip number 8, encourage them to get professional help. This isn't going to be easy in all cases. Some people are too embarrassed to even think about going to the GP. But the statistics say that 80% of people will improve within 6 weeks once they reach out to their GP, once they find the right medication if that's what's required. Once they get some professional help, 80% of people will see an improvement within 6 weeks. That may be a massive improvement or it may only be a small improvement, but it's really important that you encourage them to seek some professional help. Tip number 9, always remind them things will get better. If they've been depressed in the past and they've managed to climb out of it, remind them of that. Remind them constantly things will get better. No matter how bad, how deep their depression is, just remind them constantly tomorrow has the potential to be a better day. Next week things could get better. Just by living through their depression, seeking out that professional help, having you beside them, just remind them that things will get better. And tip number 10, be patient with them. Really be patient. Expect to be disappointed. If they make an arrangement to meet you, expect them to call it off. Expect them not to reply to every text message or every phone call. Expect them sometimes to snap at you. Expect sometimes for them to just sit and cry and don't know what to say to you. Be patient. Give them a hug, hold their hand. Again, remind them how important they are to you. And don't be disappointed if they let you down. Don't be disappointed that you feel that you're not helping. Believe me, you are. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint, and it may take weeks, months, or even years, but you are doing a very important job. They need your help. They need your support. Don't forget, once again, if you don't take the time to look after yourself, you can't look after anybody else. So keep an eye on your own mental health, your own physical health. I hope these tips help you. I hope you don't have a friend or a loved one who's suffering with depression, but unfortunately mental health just been so much worse through this pandemic. I'm sure if you look around you, and I know some people are very, very good at hiding it and they don't want to discuss it. Keep your eye on your friends, keep your eye on your loved ones, just keep an eye on people and really be there for them, and also look after yourself. Please, if this has given you something to think about, a few tips to cope, please give me a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. It really does help me do what I'm trying to do, which is really just help people. I hope I can help somebody. With your support, I know I can. So please like, subscribe, and look out for my next video next Wednesday. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Until next time, goodbye.